And we are live. What's up, everybody? I'm dropping frames, so if that keeps up, I'm gonna flip out my camera, like switch it out. What's up, SAC Juggalo? We're live. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, I'm not sure if this is working. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, I was freaking out because I had both of them on at the same time. Now I got the other stuff off. Yo, what is good, Cat? How you doing? I'm so pleased to be here. Shout out to you and the Elsewhere crew. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you for coming through and hanging out with us today.
No, absolutely. I think I'm checking. Yeah, I can see that your sound's coming through. So tell me if you can still hear him, or if you can hear him. Oh, there we go. Um,
Hey,
no, I appreciate it. This is a long time coming. We were gonna do this back in June, and I ended up having Truth and Nick flew in, and I'm dropping frames. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna fix something real quick.
all right.
2 seconds. Entertain the masses.
There we go. We got Jared in the house. Jay from the Redneck Riviera, old school homie right there. Big salute, man. I ain't seen you in a minute. El Sorter, Desiree's in the house. Champagne, right? Champagne Rain. I like that. That's nice. It kind of flows all off the tongue. Annette's in the house. Good to see y'all. Miss T in the house. What's good? My dude, Rude Knock. How's everybody doing to this great Saturday? I hope everybody's having a great weekend. I stayed up way too fucking late last night. I ain't go to bed at like 3 o'clock this morning. I was like, what the fuck am I still doing awake? Yo, Trauma. He's in the house. Big salute to my homie. What's good, man? Always good to see you, brother. Hey, I was trying to send people over your stream last night, man. I don't know if anybody showed up, but we were directing them over there all night trying to get them to put down, man. Pookie's in the house. What up, Pookie? Big salute. How you doing?
My camera is being a pain in my butt.
No, come here, camera.
Come on.
EOS webcam utility.
Oh, I know why. Rude.
Was it rude? Rude, what'd you do?
Not rude. That rude. Trying again. I had it set, but it was dropping frames. It was making me mad.
It was dropping a few. I could see it happening, but it wasn't too bad.
Oh, there I'm at. Wow, I'm tiny. What the hell is that all about?
I'm
Whoa.
tiny. She's a little cat.
Like, what is happening here? It's technical difficulties, y'all. It wouldn't be my stream if there weren't.
Hey,
Like, we're just gonna do this right here. How's that?
that looks perfect.
Y'all
Oh, there
see
you
me
go.
okay? Am I?
There you
We're
go.
here?
Got that new set of Who Dis in the back too now.
Yeah, y'all like that? New setup. Who this? Yeah, this is my new setup. By the way, shout out everybody in the chat. Sorry about that. I was just like, I'm attempting to not drop frames. Now I'm getting all these notifications, and that's rude. But I haven't got one in the last, like, 2 minutes. So, anyway. Welcome in, guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I think I'm ready. I thought I was ready, and I wasn't, and now I am, so. See,
You were
Casey,
born for this.
exactly. We start on time and my camera goes wonky, and that's okay. It's okay. I fixed it. See, I'm still here.
That's all right.
Um,
She's gonna start 5 minutes later next time, and everything's gonna be perfect.
well, I didn't know until I started that it was dropping frames, because it doesn't like to tell me stuff like that, because that would be helpful
Of course.
before it happens or before I go live. But, we don't do things like notify us of problems. So, anyway. Recentered. Okay. What's really cool about having you on here is because you literally you're in the same lane as I am when it comes to, talking to people and bringing people on and showing people, new artists and people they might not have seen before, which is pretty badass, if I may say so myself. Whoa. We're not going to do that again. But I was gonna ask you, what got you into doing that? Did you start with like your interviews and stuff, or did you start with like reactions or playing music or whatever? I mean, which?
Um, when I first started doing this, my because I was looking at a bunch of reactions, and my homie that lives in the trailer park with me, he didn't like rap at all. Like he's a rocker dude through and through, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I like rock music too, but my first love is hip hop. So I'm showing him all this shit, and he's like, "I don't like rap. I don't like rap." I'm like, "No, no, no. You gotta listen to the lyrics, man. Like this ain't like the shit you would hear on the radio." So he's like, "Dude, you break down these bars better than the people that are fucking doing it." And I'm just like, "I don't think so." You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think I'm that good at what I just love the music. You know, I understand what they're saying. I get the lingo. You know what I'm saying, because I listened to it so long. And he kept pushing me, like, you should do it, you should do it. And then one day I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's just do it. And I got a comment, and I was like, holy shit, somebody wanted to hear what I had to say. So I made another video, and it just kind of stemmed off that, you know. And uh, after a while, I was like, you know what, I really want to start like sitting down and talking to these people. So it was probably like 6 months into it. I was like, I want to start sitting down and talking to these people. So I started reaching out. And shout out to my dude Duran the rapper, man, because he was the first person I got to interview, and the dude he's doing pretty damn big things now. Like he's got uh, 2 songs on 2 different shows on Showtime, which is fucking amazing. You know what I'm
That's
saying? Like,
awesome.
right? I mean, he's being able to feed his family off his talent, and that's the ultimate goal for me, is to get all these people who are not known to a place where they can feed their family at the very least. You know what I'm saying? Be comfortable in your life. You might not be ever rich and famous, but if you can feed your family and not have to go work a 9 to 5, I'm happy as fuck for you. You know what I'm saying? If you reach the stars and you're able to sell out arenas, I'm even more happy for you. But you know, we got to stay realistic in what we do. You know what I'm saying? And if we can at some point get those artists to where they take over the mainstream, I'll be one of the happiest people on the planet. But as far as that's how I started the channel, and it's taken on a couple of different roles as went through this whole thing.
Well, and that's the thing though, is every artist I've ever spoken with, they have ultimately the ones that are like they're there for the right reasons. They always say that their ultimate goal is to basically be able to support their family based off what they make on and use music to do it. So in other words, they want it to be their career in whatever capacity. They just want to be able to do what they love and take care of their family. So I think that's really on point. That's the whole thing. And I see you all with your interviewer interviewing the interview who interviews interviewer people or whatever. Um, Inception type shit. That's awesome. But the thing is that the point of bringing, at least for me, and I'm sure SAC will agree with me, the point of bringing somebody on to my channel, the reason I do it is because one of the coolest things we can do nowadays with these independent mainstream people is get to know them and have access to them in some capacity. Um, but to be able to be part of a conversation, maybe they don't have the time to sit there and talk to every single person who comments on every single thing. They just don't. But you get to know them because I bring people on here so that they have a chance to say their mind, speak their piece, right? For example, SAC interviews people, right? He's trying to entertain, he's doing all of that. This time, he gets to kick back, he gets to say what he wants to say, and it's about him because he always makes it about everybody else. And this time, he gets to be in the spotlight, and I think that it's well deserved, in my opinion. So,
Hey, I appreciate that, Cat. And it really is never about me. And you know, I don't particularly like the spotlight, but it is nice to be recognized. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Um, it's the community that I'm here for.
right.
And as long as we can all stay chill and enjoy good music and promote those that deserve promotion, I'm all for it. I just want I'm at a point in my life to where I don't have time to be fucking around and be mad all the time, you know, and I just want to
You
kick back.
don't?
No, no. I mean, I've spent the first 20 years of my life just mad at the world, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm over that shit. I'm so over that shit. So I love the community. Hey, my mama just joined the chat. Sherry B's in the house. Love you, mom. How you doing? Um, but yeah, man, I think it's turned out really good. We next month will be 4 years doing this, and I honestly, I honestly could not be more happy with the way things have turned out. To be honest with you, we had an amazing night last. We went 7.5 hours last night on stream.
I know I jumped in towards the end.
I know, right? You was up at what 3, 4 o'clock in the morning watching
Mm-hmm.
this shit. I was like, good lord.
It was almost 4 o'clock, and then I got up by like
Jeez.
7:30. Yeah.
See, I didn't wake up until 9. I didn't go to bed until like 3, and I was like, oh, why did I stay up so late? Fuck.
Yeah, I'm too old for this shit, but I do it anyway. I mean, really. But that's the thing, is that we really focus on independent, and there's multiple reasons. People think that we focus on independent because, well, they don't, they're not as easily copyrighted, and you're able to do more stuff like that, and that's legit not the case at all. Independent, they are hungry, right?
Yeah.
They want more. They're pushing themselves. The grind is there. The hunger is still there. They all want to eat, and it's really amazing to watch a come up, right? And it's really amazing to support somebody who if they just not found the one person to view it that would make them go like viral. I'm talking about had some just real grassroots, like real supporters that would just consistently go check their stuff out. Like, it makes all the difference in the world eventually. So if I can turn somebody on to one person that they never would have thought to look at before, I'm happy. And I pop in and I lurk in yours. I usually don't ever speak, but I lurk. And you do something that I don't do. You tend to play their music and stuff when they're there.
Oh, for like interviews? Yeah. Because, the thing is like some people are able to come through on Friday, maybe stay 10, 15 minutes, enjoy some music and leave, which is fantastic. But not everyone can stay a whole 5 or 7 hour stream. So
Right.
when I'm promoting these artists that are coming up, I like to have them, a little bit, a little bit of their music on Friday, just so people start getting familiar with who they are and what they do. But if they're not able to do that, I also try to run some of their tracks during the interview, just to make sure that the people in the chat know exactly who these people are. And I
Right.
think that's pretty cool because you also get firsthand knowledge of why they wrote the music, or why they went in this direction with the song, or who they were able to perform with, and those are really cool things to me, uh, about learning, who the artist is as a person, not just an artist.
Right. And see, that's where we're in the same lane, but we deviate a little bit in that regard, because the types of people that we interview, some are the same, right? Some are exactly the same. However, the way we go about it is different, I feel.
Absolutely, and we should, do our own thing. And I do see a lot of underground people who love the underground starting to do more interviews with people, and it's amazing to watch, because that's exactly what the artist needs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Each one of us have different followers and subscribers to our channels, right? So what may be on my channel, your people may not see, but
Right.
if you get the same interview, they're able to see that now. So that's a fantastic thing.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It's fun to get to know people on a personal level, to have a conversation and to say, "Oh, I know that person. I talked to them. I sat down and had a legit conversation." And I like that you play their music. Sometimes I want to, however, I don't. My streams have turned shorter than they used to be. So, timing wise, I mean, I prefer to play like I would if I do that in the future, which I was thinking about, but I'm like, I just haven't. It would be like a clip versus the whole thing because I'm not going to do a breakdown of it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to dive into it and go and dive into that part. I'm a little bit more on the side of, hey, what's up, Truth? I'm more on the side of like what's going on here. What'd you have for dinner last week? Like weird stuff. The stuff that
Yeah.
they get asked the same questions by everybody all the time. My intention is to make them comfortable and to do something a little bit different
Yeah.
because I'm not the channel for breaking down anybody's music. That's not what I do.
Yeah.
But your channel, when you talk to these artists, you ask them things. You ask them about their music specifically while you're playing it, which is, like I said, same lane or same side of the highway, different lane a little bit, right?
Absolutely. And I do like hitting them with those, what do you like to do on your off time questions? You know what I'm saying? Just to make them more personable. You know what I'm saying?
I'm writing
Because
that
we
down
all
so I
have
don't ask that
interest.
question anymore.
What's that?
I said,
You
I'm
write
write
it
that
down.
so I don't ask it anymore. Like,
You're
damn it,
funny.
can't ask that question now.
You can ask all the questions. Absolutely. You are absolutely approved, Kat. That's 100. And this is the thing, trying to make it, you know what I'm saying, instead of like raising them as an icon, just having them be a part of the family, you know what I'm saying, type thing. Because I encourage all artists out there, no matter what you do, music, beats, if you just draw, whatever you may do, you know what I'm saying, sit there and talk to the people who fuck with you on a live once a week, you know what I'm saying, and really connect with your following, because those are the people that you will never be able to shake, right?
Yeah.
No media is going to be able to come in and be like talking shit on you. But the real ones, you know what I'm saying, that have been there since day one, they fucking know you. They know you well, you know what I'm saying? And they will never stray. So that would be my advice to anybody out there who may be just starting, getting on platform and putting out music. If you just go on for an hour a week and just start connecting with the people who fuck with you, you'll have fans and friends for life. That's just facts.
Well, that's the thing is there's kind of two types, right? So there's the ones that are on the come up. They're hungry, they want it. And they're like, they just haven't got there yet, right? There's that type. This day and age with, and I say this all the time, this day and age with the streaming and how there's a billion songs dropping every single day. You can pretty much do anything, see anything. And if you are doing it, somebody probably has already done it. You just haven't found it yet. That's how it is when you can have, anybody can just, fuck around and drop a verse and drop it online and post it, right?
Right.
But they need those people who are like, oh, okay. So then they start following, and then maybe they share them a couple times and somebody else, and it's a chain reaction. The other flip side, I feel like, is the ones who are making it. I'm not talking superstar status. I'm talking they are going on tour. They are making a living. They're doing that kind of stuff. Not a huge living maybe, but they're like in that, middle ground sort of.
Yeah, you ain't starving.
Right. They're still hungry, but they, they're they've had a couple meals. So those people need to be humanized in the eyes of their fans, because what happens is their fans love their music and they put them on this pedestal, and it becomes, if I feel like, clicking thing. You got to resonate with somebody for somebody to say, I'm going to click on everything that you post because I like you.
Right.
And those are the people that need to be humanized in front of their audience. That they're not, I'm not saying they're icons or like they're, superstars. I'm just saying they need to be related to, and they're so busy, they're on tour, they're doing all this stuff, so people see them at a distance. They need to kind of close that gap a little, and having someone as a medium can really help with that.
Yeah, I agree with that. And
I mean, and I'm talking
the,
independent, y'all. Like, I'm really talking independent, like people who are doing their own thing. So,
yeah, because here's the thing, man. Like, I was asked this question last night. I think it was 1997, 98, somewhere around there. I discovered Insane Clown Posse. And ever since then, I never I was like, fuck the radio shit. I need more of this, right? So at that point, I was just underground. Way to go. Let's go underground the whole way. And I don't know, about 5 or 6 years, maybe about 6 or 7 years ago, I really got into watching YouTube reactions and checking out, talent that I've never seen before. NF being one of them. I was just like, I was floored by what he was saying and how he was putting his shit together and his music videos. And I'm just like, yo, this is an underground dude who's got like 5,000, 10,000 subs, right? But he's probably putting $5,000 into each one of his videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, or more, and it's unreal to see that level of talent with such a low sub count, right? But now he's eating nice. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. So
He's at the buffet, man.
Right, exactly.
Like the buffet at the expense, like at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant.
Right. And it had nothing to do with the radio or a major label, even though he was signed to a major label early in his career. They weren't pushing him like the community on YouTube was pushing him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you out there in the chat are the most important thing to underground music, whether it be hip hop, rock, or whatever. You are what drives this. And God bless y'all, man, for real. Because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't have the musical library that I could dive into at any time now. Just on a whim. If I want to feel like I want to go to Australia, boom, I put on some Australia shit. If I want to go to South Africa, boom, I got some South African shit. Last night, we were in Iceland. We can't even understand what they're saying, but that music is so fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's music out there on every continent, on every island, you know what I'm saying, that you could possibly fly on this earth, and it's all good. I mean, I don't dislike a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? There's very little shit that I dislike. But we were in Iceland. Facts though, man.
It's not all good. I disagree with that. Because I'm that person who's like, this is not it.
Like, but that's okay, because even if stuff that I don't like, that I don't really care for, somebody out there is going to fuck with it. I mean, you got to think about it. There's almost 8 billion people on this planet, right? So if
that's what mamas are for.
If you could even get, you know what I'm saying, 10% of the population to fuck with you, that's millions of people. And you could be very successful as an artist or a podcaster or whatever you may do if you had just 10% of the population fucking with you, which is a very low number comparatively, but it's a very high number, And
I'm reading the chat. Okay, let me clarify what I said a minute ago. I'm a huge believer in being sincere and straightforward, okay? I pretty much think that just because you recorded it and you put it out into the universe does not mean it's good. I do think there is a standard for something being good. I understand that Bob down the street hears the bass, but he's deaf, so he doesn't have to listen to the horrifying lyrics. Okay. I understand that mainstream apparently loves the most ridiculous, redundant, and pathetic, non-lyrical shit, trash out there. Okay? I get that. However, you just can't throw shit on a platter, serve it to someone, and say, well, it's nice looking shit. Like, some stuff's shit. I'm sure that somebody, their mom, that's what moms are for. Somebody is going to like their stuff. I don't think that everything is good. And I think there is a standard, just aesthetically listening, your ears work, Well,
let me put it this way. Okay, so I listen to a lot of first timers, right? That may be recording on Bandcamp or something, and they don't have access to good mixing and mastering, but they can write. You know what I'm saying? They can fucking write. Their cadence might not be on. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool because you're just starting out, right?
Right.
it doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. It just means that you need to work on it, but your writing's there, and that's the core of it. That's the
Right.
way I look at it.
But if
If
you
you're
get
writing
somebody dropping a song, doesn't matter if it's mixed or mastered, doesn't there's a million things that don't matter, right?
right,
And they're like, huh, I'm gonna go get my Glock and come down your block and get your bitch and drag her hair everywhere. No, I don't care. You can't redeem that. I'm sorry. Like,
right, I completely understand that. I completely understand that, and this is where I make a clear discern, right? So a clear distinction. If someone's standing in the middle of the woods talking about carjacking, you know what I'm saying? I can't believe you. But you got a hood motherfucker in the hood talking about the way they live. You know what I'm saying? Like drill rap, right? A lot of them are gangster, right? A lot of them grow up on the street and they're carrying. They got pistols, they got guns. You know what I'm saying? They're doing their thing. I am in no position to judge how you live, but I'm listening to your story, right? So
that wasn't my point though. My point wasn't that they're about that life. My point was that horrible lyrics. Like, there's no substance. There's
I
no wordplay. There's no lyricism. That's what I'm talking about. It didn't
right,
matter
like
if I'd have
if you
said,
get a club banger, you know what I'm saying, like
Mary had a
Gucci
little
Gang.
lamb.
If you get some Gucci Gang shit, right, that's not something you're gonna sit down and listen to. That's something
No.
that's gonna be playing in the back while you're drinking and trying to mac on a chick, right? So there's a time and a place for everything because you're not going to be listening to Gucci Gang. Myself, I'm not going to be listening to Gucci Gang driving down the road. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to listen to something that, you know, it's got a nice beat and they're also, you know, a story I want to listen to.
You
Like,
know
if
I've
you
never
watch it,
heard that song, right?
you ever watch that movie Idiocracy?
I don't remember. It sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
So it's dated 500 years in the future from the time it was written, right? And everybody's like fucking stupid, right? And the number one movie at the time was a movie called Ass, and it was 90 minutes of just a camera on some dude's ass. And they're like, and there was nothing, right? So that's not telling me a story. I don't want to watch that shit for 90 minutes. I want to be told a story, right? Just like any other storyteller out there. You know, Desiree keeps giving these Dustin Sims videos over to us. That dude, he don't rap nothing. He's just a storyteller, and the dude is amazing at it. Whether they're true or not, I don't know, but the stories are amazing.
Right. I just think I get what you're saying. You're also nicer than I am.
Well, see, the
So
thing is
that's
like,
literally what it comes down to. You are the I'm going to find positivity in as many aspects of it as I can. Maybe it sounds like nails on a chalkboard, but someone might really, really rock with that. So good on you. Keep doing this. And I'm like, fuck this. Turn it off. See, that's the difference because you're kind and I'm not.
well, the
I'm
thing is,
mean.
it could be partially because I like to create as well. I do my Hot Wheels shit. I mean, if you guys go fuck with my channel, you'll see a playlist where I rebuild Hot Wheels, right?
I've seen those.
So it could be that I'm partially creative too, and I don't want to knock anybody's creativity, right? Even if I don't like it. Like I've been on record to where like this isn't really for me, you know what I'm saying? But I can see how somebody can fuck with it, and I'll be the first one to say it. But I'm not going to be out there going, yo, this is a banger or this is a number one hit when it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I truly believe it could be on the radio, I'll be like, why isn't this on the fucking radio? And if I believe that somebody needs help with their breath control or, you know, something tedious like that, I will make those suggestions. But I don't know, life's too short, and I don't want to discourage somebody, you know what I'm saying, just because it might not sound sonically right to me.
I get that. No, I really do get that. And see, that's the best part is when you have different takes on things. Because, for example, my now teenager, right? When she was young, she was determined to be, I'm going to be a singer. Cannot hold a note, not one. I'm talking like cat screeching, off key. It was bad, and she didn't really give a crap enough to practice and stuff. So I was like, this is not for you. Oh, I'm going to be a singer. Okay, cool. You're not. I want singing lessons. No. Just like she wanted to be a dancer, but when she get out of dance class, she would not want to practice. Like she didn't have it there, right? I discouraged her, knowing full and well that, like, come this time, she still could care less. She could not care less. It was just like a whim, those kind of things. Some people are like, well, everybody else is doing it, so I want to do it too.
Right.
If I tried to sing right now, I could prove to you what I'm saying. You would not encourage, well, keep going, just practice. No.
What I say, what I would say is, if this is something you're absolutely serious about and you want to do it, you have to practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've given the advice of take your favorite song, whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying? And rap that a million fucking times in a row and make sure you have every syllable down. And once you got that down, start making up your own words to that song in that cadence, and it's going to take a while. It's going to take, it could take years before it clicks in your brain, because at some point, everything is, when you understand something, it's different than knowing about it. Right. So I know for me, like, I play disc golf, right? And for years, I would go out there and throw a frisbee, and I thought I knew what I was doing until the day I fucking really understood how the dynamics of a frisbee works, And once I understood that, I was throwing a frisbee 450 feet. I mean, that's pretty damn good.
I get that.
And same with the vocalist, you know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes it comes naturally. You've been doing it since you were a kid, and sometimes it just flows like water. But then sometimes, I don't know, some people just get a scratch into where, you know what, I want to do that for a living. I'm not good at it right now. And if you put enough practice into anything, you will be at least decent at what you do, whether it's fixing a car, throwing a frisbee, or singing. Everything's a learned talent. So I don't want to discourage anybody out there, because we might have the next best thing coming up, and if they're really serious about what they want to do, they'll continue doing it until they, I fucking get it, That's where I stand on it.
The only thing you don't know is what may have come of her attempting the classes. I do know exactly what would have happened, and I'm being completely sincere. And I use my daughter as an example because I know her very well. A week later, it was, I want to be a YouTuber. And the week later, it was, I want to be a McDonald's manager.
Well, that's the thing about being young, right? You're going to want to do, everything that interests you until it doesn't interest you, right? So you have to find those things that every time they have a chance to do that shit, they do it. And that's the thing that you really fucking love. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it's playing video games, because you can make $1 million playing video games right now. You know what I'm saying? You love playing video games, you better be doing that shit every single day so you can be the best at it. If you're going to sing.
That was the thing, though. I want to be a famous singer. She didn't sing along to songs. She didn't try. She wasn't, the younger one. When she's eating dinner, she's humming, right? She's outside and you just happen to pay attention. She's like, banging something on something, making a beat to go with it.
Yeah.
We got her a keyboard so that she can attempt to see. And the first thing she did is try and create stuff. So my point is that I get what you're saying. Yeah. I'm a little bit jaded. I'm not always sparkles and positivity. I will, if something's not good, I'm going to say it. I'm not going to discourage anyone. I'm going to say, oh my God, you need to find a new path in life. I'm not going to say that. But if I think something needs work, I'm going to say so. And there's a lot of
Absolutely.
people out there who are like, "Oh, that's so wonderful. You're doing great." And I'm like, "What?" I'm not discouraging positivity. I am, however,
You're a
encouraging
realist.
honesty. I'm
Well, you're
encouraging.
you're
Uh,
absolute honest realist.
I
You know what I'm
am.
saying? And that's cool, especially when it comes to your children, right? Because how many times, like I've already raised my daughter, but how many times did I take my daughter to ballet practice, or how many times did I take her to soccer? You know what I'm saying? Or how many times and how many different activities did we go through before we found one that she, really enjoyed? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because as a kid, oh, I want to be a ballerina. That's like every little girl. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's go to ballerina class. I don't want to do this shit no more. Nah, you're gonna finish this year. Get your ass back in there.
Yep.
And don't let them quit. Right. So even if they halfway through a season in softball, I don't want to do this shit no more. Nope, fuck that. You signed up. They're counting on you. Get your ass in there and do your best.
Well,
You know what I'm
then the
saying?
reason that you're encouraging them to do it is not because the more they practice, the better they might be. What you're actually what that has turned into is that you are teaching them to follow through, to make good on your promises, to be consistent, to show up even if you don't want to. You're teaching them all of these things. They're not there anymore. At that moment, they're no longer there for the skills and honing their craft of whatever the craft may be. They're
Right.
now there for life lessons. They're now there to understand that you can't always get to what you want. You said you would be there. You're there for your team. You're fucking showing up.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to let you just quit. And you know what I'm saying?
And that's exactly it, man. Because kids need to be molded, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't know what to fucking do. They think they know what to do, but they have no fucking clue.
Ask my 17-year-old. She knows what the fuck she's doing.
My nephew, I remember my niece. She just turned 18. She knows everything, right? And her mom just got into it last week. I had to go pick her up so she can spend the night here, and get them away from each other for a night. Um, so exactly, kids don't know shit, but they think they know everything. But they still need to be led in a direction to where they can succeed in life. Um, Not so much with music. I mean, unless you, I don't even know where to go with that. But um, in music, it's a different. If it's completely different, right? Like if it's not my child, then you know what I'm saying. I'm going to encourage until you say I don't want to do it no more. Okay, well that's your choice. You're an adult. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really be fucking with nobody under 18. You know what I'm saying? Except for Prize. Shout out to Prize, man.
Pause.
My dude Prize, man. We've been fucking with his music since he was like 14 years old, and we've seen him grow. He's like 18 years old now, and we've seen him grow into a pretty decent fucking MC, and his shit keeps getting better every time. So uh, this is something he wants to do, something he's extremely dedicated to, and
Mm-hmm.
the more he does it, the better he gets. So that's a really good example right there.
I get that. I do. And see, it's funny because the guys in the chat are the nice people, and I'm like the raging bitch who's like gonna discourage. And that's not what I'm really saying. However, I am, for example, a scale of 1 to 10 for a song. You're gonna have to stretch to get to 8, right? You're gonna stretch. It's got to be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
If someone just coming out the gate, giving them encouragement, it's like, oh, you should really. I mean, unless they killed it, they're not gonna hit 5 because they
Right.
probably aren't at a level at that point. They're just testing the waters. Even people that have been there for a long time and they put something forward and it's just like it's just not done well, it's sloppy lyrics, that kind of stuff, it's still going to hit that mid-range, if that. A lot I've seen people on, and I'm talking when they were rating singers or they were rating like rap people, I mean on multiple channels over the course of the last year, use a rating system and everyone got like a 9. I'm like, and they're like, oh, and I asked them, and they said, I like to encourage. I asked the other one, and they were like, well, we really don't do go under 9 because we just don't want to pissed anyone off. I'm like, well, then you shouldn't be rating him in the first place. But to give somebody who is straight out the gate, or maybe they just suck. I'm sorry. Maybe they really have bad lyrics and their flow was completely off. They were off beat. They picked the wrong beat. Whatever. To give them a 9, an 8, when it's really a 3, is not constructive criticism. That's actually detrimental. They think, oh, I'm fire. Look at me. When they really need to work on it.
Right. And that's one reason why I don't do a rating system on my channel. I don't think it's fair to anybody to be judged, right? So if you fuck with it, drop a flame emoji. Just let them know you're fucking with it, right? If you're not, most people just be like, yo, it's not for me, type shit, and that's okay too, because not everything's going to be for everyone. But I think most of the people, at least in the SGR crew community, they understand what is trying to be done, as far as like, if this is just like something I do on the weekends type shit, or something I want to make a career out of shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think as long as the writing is decent, most of the people are going to be like, okay, cool, because again, the mixing, the mastering, if your syllable count might be off, whatever it is here and there, that's to be expected in a young MC anyway.
Right.
So just make sure your fucking writing is right on. And I want to hear content, you know what I'm saying? I want to, even if it's a flex track and you're out there just grabbing your balls, squeezing that shit in people's faces, I want to hear a little bit of content, you know what I'm saying? Because like, you can make out similes and metaphors just about out of anything. And if you're trying to be an MC and a writer, then that's going to be where you're strongest at. So if you can make that stronger, I will support you to the end of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Just if that's the way you want to go. If it's something you just want to play around with, Gucci Gang again, type shit. Cool. I'll put it on. Somebody might fuck with it, but it ain't going to get a play in my truck. You know what I'm saying?
And see, y'all, if you didn't know who SAC Juggalo is, I think that just told you, because he just went to bat for people in general in a positive, encouraging, really awesome way, which is kind of why I did that, by the way. To show you, he will go swinging for people because he believes in people that much. And that's something that I don't think people really get. I think they get it, but they don't acknowledge it enough to say, hey, you're a legitimately kind, caring, encouraging, confident, supportive person. And it comes across in everything you say, and it comes across in everything you do. You always have a smile for everybody. And I don't see you angry and ticked off and yelling at people. Like, I don't see that.
Rude not see me angry one time.
Oh, once.
Yeah. I was like, hold on, I'm trying to get the shit. Like,
but what I'm saying is that anyone that doesn't know you should now, they can see, obviously. It doesn't matter when it comes to you being encouraging. There's no criteria. And that's, what's the word? That's rare.
I try to go in it. I try to go into it with no expectation, right? Because if I'm here just for me, you know what I'm saying? I've already lost. I've seen you angry once, hip hop. Facts. Facts. But it's very rare, you know what I'm saying? And I don't like to be angry. That's why I smoke a shit ton of weed, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm manic depressive bipolar. So if I get on a shitty side of myself, it seems to be quite a while to get off that side, and if as long as I have my medicine, I'm good.
No, I get that. And I think I was really trying to make sure that I was thinking about it earlier today. I'm like, I need to find a way to highlight, just as a person, how supportive and how you go to bat for even people that don't exist, people that could exist, you go swinging.
I
And I was
do
trying to think of a
appreciate
way
those
to do
kind
it.
words. And a lot of people do say very, very, very nice things to me. And I am so, so blessed to have this community. Um, like I said when I started this, it isn't about the money. If you do something you love, the money will come. You know what I'm saying? It's more about the music. It's more about the people than anything, and it will always be more about that than anything. Um, and if we do, blow up, and we as a community, as underground content creators, make it to that point where the news runs a fucking story on you or something, you know what I'm saying? Um, I feel that we'll be at that promised land, and we won't have to worry about the stupid frivolous shit, you know what I'm saying? We'll all be where we need to be because that's the way the life was planned out for us, you know what I'm saying? Um, if we all could keep a positive attitude and even be nice to people who may be mean to you, um, we'll all be better off for that shit. You know, um, I know for myself, I don't get offended at anything. Like me and my friends, when we were growing up, we just talk shit to each other about our parents, about ourselves, whatever. So it puts a thick skin on you, and words are just that, words, right? Um, so I feel I feel like even if somebody wants to be mean to you, that's okay. That's okay. It's not going to make my day any worse. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let another human being, unless it's my family, affect my mood, right? So if I have a problem with somebody or somebody has a problem with me, cool, no problem. Have a great life. I hope you succeed, you know, in whatever you do. That's just my philosophy, the way I want to live my life.
That's awesome. And it's rare. I sure as
I,
shit.
I,
I'm sure as hell I'm not like that. I'm like, fuck you.
but
I'm
see, the
sorry,
thing
what
is,
did you
like,
say? I'm
I
sorry.
grew up,
Again? What was that again?
and I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people grew up, mad. You know what I'm saying? We were all teenagers, right? But
I
at
still
some
am.
point, I just ran out of that steam, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I flex on a few of my neighbors, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I will still call you the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get something done, let's get something done. I don't give a fuck. I'd rather not, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not the person I am anymore. But I think the most important thing is to remember is if you do have that option to be nice to someone who's being a dick, go that route. Kill them with kindness. You know what I'm saying? So,
I say that all the time. I say kindness is free, give it generously.
mm-hmm,
Especially if you're in the
absolutely.
public eye. And I'm not talking about I'm on TV, I'm a celebrity. I'm talking about if you have one person that's watching what you do, you have an obligation as a human fucking being and a decent damn person to try to your best ability to encourage kindness, to give that generously, to be sincere, honest, keep to your word, be respectful, and not stir up any more hate, not cause any more issues. Practice what you preach. If you have a platform, use it correctly. I really can't wait for the day that the tides turn and they run off all of these trolls, haters, and assholes who make a living off of degrading, downing, and hating on other people. I'm so sick of it. And I know it's these little people, keyboard warriors and shit, but still, if you have the opportunity to show someone kindness, you just never know what's going on with that person, that moment, that day. It could change their life, save their life, or make them smile, right? And
I've
it's
gotten I've
free.
gotten a few comments um, over the years from people, um, that have come into my live chat, sat there all night, watched the shit, never said a word in the chat. You know what I'm saying? But then left me a comment on the video after it done aired, and it was like, "Hey man, I just want to let you know that you've inspired me to start my own channel, or I've been watching you for years, and I just wanted to say, hey man, I love what you're doing. You know, I've never been in the chat, you know what I'm saying? But they kick it and they're there and they, you know, they might be shy or whatever, but that's another aspect of it. You never know who you may be affected. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, it may just put a smile on somebody's face or make them think that, you know, I got more to live for than, you know, what I'm currently going through. So I guess it is at even just maybe just a small piece of it is therapeutic, right?
I mean, you can change. It's a habit. Being a pain in the ass, responding negatively is a learned behavior. It is a learned behavior, and without being corrected, it becomes a sincere and long term habit.
Yeah.
My favorite, I'm being sarcastic. My favorite people are the ones who are like, "Well, I told you I was an asshole," so then they get to just treat you like crap. That's not how that works.
Right.
What you do is you stop being an asshole. I can't, you know, it's just who I am.
Mm,
Bullshit.
right.
Bullshit. People allow people to get away with that. They allow people to bully and treat people that way. And no one says anything about it. No one's like, dude, seriously, go have an ice cream cone.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Go. No, go. Right now. Go get some ice cream.
Fuck, I think I'm gonna get some ice cream after this now.
I'm just saying.
At least a shake.
All right, Desiree, I appreciate you being here, sis.
Hey, Desiree, big shout out to you. Much love to you for real. Oh yeah, XMC's on Twitch now. He got kicked off YouTube.
Yeah, I did.
Man. Shout out to XMC, man.
I
Go
love him.
support him on Twitch, man.
I really do love him. He's such a good guy, and he's a lot of fun. But
Well, he's a real one, man. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? We sift through, well, how many channels are on YouTube? There's probably billions, right?
mm-hmm.
So you have to sift through all this content, and you're just like, nah, I'm not really feeling what this person's doing. I'm not really feeling what this person's doing. Hey, look at this guy right here. Okay, he's animated. He talks his mind, and even if you might not agree with what people are saying, at least they're speaking how they feel. You know what I'm saying? And exactly, he doesn't sugarcoat shit. And he's just a real one. So those types of channels, like Truth No Lie, right? Like I've been watching his reactions probably for like, I don't know, 6-7 months, maybe about 5 or 6 months, and I enjoy his content because he not only puts his, you know, his life lessons in what he's hearing and seeing, and I didn't know this at first. I didn't know he was an artist, you know what I'm saying? And that's why his critiques were so fucking on point until I was like, well, that makes fucking perfect sense. Why his shit's always on point, because he knows exactly what the fuck he's doing, you know.
Well, you know you're talking about my brother from another mother, right?
Yes, I know.
That's
I know you guys
guy,
are
dude.
tight, absolutely, and I would love to meet him one day. He's you know, he seems like a good, genuine dude too. And these are the channels that I like to follow.
Absolutely.
You know, as a reactor though, those who do react out there, you know, hashtag life of a reactor. We just can't watch everything because we haven't seen everything. But the shit that I have seen, and I'm like, yes, I want to see him react to this. Those are the things like Ray over there on Ray Reacts. You know, why can't I think of his channel?
What, Ray Vibes?
Ray Vibes, yeah. Vibe Reactions over there. My dude Ray, man, great reactor. Great insight into what he says, you know, because lived through life experiences and shit like that. I like hearing people's, you know, life stories and shit, and that's exactly what it is, you know. You really get to know these people on a personal level, and you can connect with them, you know. And what as humans are we most looking for? You know what I'm saying? We're looking for acceptance. We're looking for people we can speak with. Because if you just sit in a room all day and don't say nothing to no one, boy, you're going to drive yourself crazy, right? So,
I mean, if
thank
you
God
answer yourself, then...
Well, if you start answering yourself, then maybe...
That's a good conversation.
Maybe meds are involved. I don't know.
Or should be.
They should be, but definitely reach out to somebody online because you never know who you're going to run into. I ran into so many great people that I normally would have just never, I would have walked by on the street. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But with social media is that razor thin two-edged sword, right? So, like, and I don't know how we've done it, dude. Coming up next month will be 4 years, and I've literally gotten like 3 haters. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been amazing.
Well, I mean, you do blow sunshine and sparkles out of your ass, so you
yo,
shake your beard and like unicorns fall out.
yo, unicorn beard.
It's really hard, like when you shit rainbows, to get haters because you're just so fucking nice. It's ridiculous. It's kind of asinine, but it's awesome.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Just saying. No, that's one of the things I love about you, and you're right. Like the whole community aspect of people who support each other and they cross channels, they cross streams.
Don't cross the streams unless it's on YouTube.
And someone says, "Hey," and that's like the whole point of why I created my community, so that everybody and anybody can say, "Hey, I'm in this somebody's live. I'm hanging out in there. It's kind of cool." They could post it. "Hey, I'm in here," and people are like, "Oh, I'm just bored," and they go down the list like, "Oh, okay, I'll jump into this one," or not, whatever. Oh, I don't live with them, so he doesn't shit rainbows. Okay.
No, it's quite putrid actually.
Ew.
Yeah, definitely need the fan on. That's all I'm saying.
Because courtesy flush.
Absolutely.
Ew. Bye, Desiree.
Yo,
Appreciate
much
you,
love
sis.
to you, Desiree. You take care, and thanks for dropping all those links, man. You got all the love. That's for real.
I love having people who like do YouTube lives on with me because I don't have to do shit. They do it for me.
Right? It's a beautiful thing, man. Like, it isn't that they have to do it, they want to do it. You know what I'm saying? They want to be a part of the community. They want to be involved. You know what I'm saying? This is the best way. Like, if you have an interaction with your support team, you know what I'm saying? These are things that will not be broken. They'll never be broken because nobody's going to be able to break that bond between you and a parent. You know what I'm saying? Except for either you or the parent. It isn't like I want to be able to come in and be like, "Hey, your mom's a fucking bitch." Oh, really? Fuck that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, that will never happen. So it's the same thing between like me and the SJR crew. They know me. They know who I am. So if somebody comes talking ill, they'll be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's not this guy. You know. So again, the best thing you could do for a successful fucking thing is go live once a week with the people who support you the most. And it isn't going to be a fan thing. It isn't going to be, oh, they're my fans. No, that is my family. That's my support. You know what I'm saying? I support them. They support me. That's how we do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a ton of people like, and it doesn't even matter what you do. Are you a digital artist? Cool. I support you. I'll hit up hella people and be like, "Oh, you need artwork done? I know what to do." You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
So if you have a talent out there, you might not want to be on camera. I try to encourage my dude, man. Like, he's the guy who encouraged me to start doing the YouTube shit. I'm like, "Dude, you need to start your YouTube shit." And he loves reptiles. He fucking loves them. He talks to me nonstop about them. I'm like, "I don't really care, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck about no damn snake, bro." I tell him that shit. I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool and all, but I don't want to talk about snakes, dude. I don't really care for them, you know. Not that I'm scared of them or anything. I'll fuck if I see a snake, I'm gonna kill it. You know what I'm saying? Like a spider. Like I'm just gonna kill it. It's not gonna get me. I'm gonna get it. That's just how it goes.
On Instagram today, I saw someone post Snoop Dogg narrating Animal Planet or something. It was the funniest shit ever.
Yo.
I'm serious. It was so funny. I was trying to think. I'm like, I wonder if I can pull up that video and play it, and if you could see it. Should we try?
We can absolutely try.
We can try. So guess
we
what,
can
guys?
do anything we want.
Live, y'all are gonna see me try to figure this out.
Hey.
that's epic content right there. Because you know me, I'm just, yeah.
That is epic content. You can't pay for that content.
I mean, you could.
And that's crazy, Sherry. That's crazy. You just said, you're crazy.
Yeah, it's not the smartest thing for people to do. Oh, well, bye. There, I'm going to put it up there. Can you see that?
I can.
Okay, so let me try something.
And it looks, let me see, hold on. Okay.
Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, it looks good on the stream too, so.
All right. Oh, look, I'm live, y'all. Woohoo! Look at me. Okay,
All
sorry.
the way live.
Snoop Dogg. There it is. I found it. I'm so excited. All right, I want this one. Hold on.
How y'all doing out there on this Saturday afternoon, evening, where you may be? I don't know. I think it's still
I found it.
still afternoon out here on the West Coast. I see you, Kenzie. I see you, Kenzie. How you doing?
I'm going to do this one so I'm not doing the show. Tell me if you can hear this. Hold on, I got to turn it up.
Ooh, baked spaghetti.
Can you hear this?
I cannot. Hey, I'm glad to hear that, Sherry.
Right.
That baked spaghetti, boy. What do you put on top of that? You got. I know you got some French bread with that.
Ooh.
I'll be making some spaghetti sandwiches. Man, spaghetti sandwiches are so good. You put some butter on the bread and just eat them shits. Oh, fuck.
All right, let's see. Let me try this.
No.
Can you see it on the screen? You can't even see it. Why isn't it showing up?
I see the colorful screen.
No, it's supposed to be... Oh, because I didn't put it on the damn screen. Wow. Here I am thinking y'all can see it.
I'm going to your house for Doc. Hey.
Let me see if we can hear
Hey,
this.
that's what's up, George. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Big salute, brother. George over there, he got his channel popping now too, man. He's over there showing his artwork off and shit on camera. That's fucking dope,
Yeah,
man. He has some cool ass shit.
I'm figuring this out, y'all.
Oh, that's some snakes, man.
Y'all can't hear it though, so that's not helpful.
Play it when it's on screen like that, though.
I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, I didn't hear it. Oh shit! Mozzarella on top of the baked spaghetti.
Let's try this one.
My goodness. Damn, Rude. I'm coming to your house too. I just gotta get some more gas, bro.
Can you guys hear the video?
No. Is there something to share the audio? It should, like, when you hit share screen, there might be. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, there should be a little box in the lower left-hand corner.
I'm not on StreamYard or anything.
The Streamlabs thing, it doesn't show, like, at the bottom microphone, a video camera, then it says share screen.
No, it's not. No. It's not really like that.
Oh, okay. That's what it says on my screen.
That's fucking rude.
That's kind of weird, yeah.
Good to know.
Hey, that's what's up, Poogie.
Let me try something. Let me see if this helps.
And if you want to save by bundling home and car insurance, you need Geico.
Nothing?
Our highest entertainer, Snoop Dogg.
Rude. Okay.
Rude?
It's so rude. Oh, now you're really loud because I turned you up.
Turn them headphones down.
Let me see. I'm going to figure this out, y'all. This is like troubleshooting.
Hey, it's okay. We over here in the chat. We over here in the chat talking about some.
You could hear it, Sherry?
Oh, you heard it? Oh, let me turn mine up. Play it again.
We teamed up with our friend Snoop for what has become become one of the most beloved nature programs on this or any planet. And with that said, it's time for a special all-reptile edition of Planet Earth.
Is that better?
Okay, I just turned over onto the stream, and it looks like the stream is playing the audio. I just can't hear it, so I'll have to mute out, and then I'll go over to the other, to the actual stream on YouTube, and I'll listen from there. Okay.
Okay. I will figure this shit out, y'all. Let's do this. Let's go back.
Our highest
Whoa!
entertainers.
Excuse me. Oh, why is this so low? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're probably getting an echo from him. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play it. And I don't want to play it on my TV because that would be useless. And hopefully I don't get slapped for this.
Snoop Dogg. We teamed up with our friend Snoop for what has become one of the most beloved nature programs on this or any planet. And with that said, it's time for a special all-reptile edition of Planet Earth.
So, I don't want captions because that's annoying. Actually, I'm gonna leave them on so that way you can, if you can't hear it that well, you can see what they're saying. But this is actually really funny because Snoop Dogg's narrating it. So, we'll see.
What up, though? This is Big Snoop Dogg. Let's watch some more animals. Oh, there we go. Little cute little lizard. What the hell is going on? He's being watched. Snakes are straight assholes. You could tell the way they looking at him. They plotting right now. See how they got their necks up? That means they coming to get him. The lizard don't even see what's happening. But you understand me? One thing about a lizard, I think he a Geico. If he a Geico, he got a...
He straight said Geico. Like, I think he means gecko.
15% chance of making it up out of here. If he a Geico, he got a 15% chance of making it up out of here. Oh, he peep game right now. He seen it. He seen it. You watched. Oh, get out of there, man. Go. Did you see the feet on him? Oh, they coming from everywhere, cuz. This is crazy. Oh, that's up. He has just entered into Snakeville, USA. There's snakes coming from all angles. As he dips and dashes, he makes a getaway, jumps into the arms of a big snake.
That scares me. Like, the wrapping knot. Oh my god, that scares the crap out of me. I hate that. Hate that for him. Just saying.
Twist his arm, but they twisting themselves. Find it. Find the loophole. Boom. Gone. Now you gotta find your way to the top of the mountain now, nephew. He's jumping. He's very well trained in escape tactics, as you can see. Oh, good move. I like that. I like that. Oh, jump, jump, jump. Run, run. Oh, there you go. Get a hold of it. See, snakes can't do all that because they ain't got hands. And they ain't got feet. Damn. Yeah, cuz I'm up on the top of the mountain with you. Remind me of my homeboys when they running from the police. Clean getaway, baby.
So yeah, that was Snoop Dogg narrating for Planet Earth, they call it. Oh, I started it again. Okay. SAC will jump back on.
Oh, yeah, there we go. I'll go ahead and unmute myself.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. There we go. No, that was cool, man. I haven't watched any of those Snoop Dogg reactions. Like, I know he got a TV show now of it, but that was actually pretty damn funny.
That was hilarious. 15% chance of making it out.
He said, jump, jump. Like, you know.
No,
He
I
said,
just
"It's
thought that was
Snakeville,
funny
USA."
as hell. Now I actually wrote it down. I officially need to figure out why I can't get sound to you, because that makes it useless. Like, if I were, for example, if I were to have somebody on and I was going to play their music, they wouldn't know what I'm listening to. They'd just be like,
Right.
well,
There
I'm like,
should
oh,
be a share audio button somewhere.
there's,
When you share the screen with me, when you share your screen with me, there should be another button you have to click or a box you have to check.
and there's not, because I know that's in Restream and that's in
Okay.
StreamYard, but it's not, and it's on like
Okay.
Zoom and stuff. But hey, maybe it's a suggestion I can make. Right?
Exactly.
And you Snoop to narrate everything. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think it's hilarious, you know. I actually went online and I saw a Snoop on a stoop with Martha Stewart. It was like an elf on the shelf, and then he had Martha next to him. I was like,
Snoop on a stoop smoking that blunt.
no, it really was. There were Christmas ornaments and everything of him and Martha Stewart. I'm like, oh my God, enough.
I know
keep-
they used to have a show together.
Oh, they did? Yeah.
Yeah, they were making some goodies.
I like, there was one that had like their mug shots together.
Oh shit.
And I was like,
Hey, you know, when you have similar shit that you've experienced in life, you know, sometimes you team up with that person and you embrace your fuck ups, you know what I'm saying?
well, I
Because
mean,
that's the thing, like if you don't embrace what you've done, you'll just fuck up again, right? Like you have to know what you did, you know, to get where you've been, you know what I'm saying? Like, or where you're at,
yes.
you know. So I'm a big believer of own your fuck ups and don't be afraid to put that shit out there, you know what I'm saying? Because no one is perfect. There's so many fucking people on this planet, not one of them's perfect.
Well, that's the thing, is I own my shit and I encourage people to do it too.
Absolutely.
I also own my opinions,
Mhm.
and I don't require anybody else to agree with me.
Exactly.
There are different levels of that. There's the level of something that is a hard line in the sand, like it's a hard line. It's an absolute deal breaker when it comes to like friendships and stuff. That, you know, if we disagree on this, that's a fundamental of who I am as a person and my morals, my values. Therefore, I'm not going to fuck with you. That doesn't mean I wish you ill. Unless you're doing something that's heinous, then fuck you. But aside from that,
Yeah.
you know,
Talking
move
about
on with your life and I won't mess with them. Now, anyone else, anything that isn't a deal breaker for me, I'm cool with. Like, feel how you want, believe what you want. As long as you don't push your shit on me, we're good.
Yep.
I guarantee you Snoop didn't think when he dropped gin and juice, that he was going to be friends with Martha Stewart.
Right.
Like, that wasn't like, oh, #goals,
Right.
you know?
That's facts. And you
just-
never know where your life experience is going to end you up at, you know what I mean?
Do you think I knew I'd be here?
Right, exactly. And in fact, just a few months ago, you wouldn't even been on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like you used to do everything in audio. Like when we had this originally set up, you're like, no, I don't do cameras. So I was like, oh, okay. And that was a big reason why you wouldn't come on my show. So
Well, I had nothing
maybe
to
there's
say. I didn't feel like I deserved to be on there because I hadn't been doing anything yet.
you
I was
have done
just
things, though.
I was just finding my way. I didn't really have my own voice at the time yet. I hadn't quite figured out how I was going to approach things. Bye, DK. Appreciate you coming through, man.
Big salute, DK. Thank you for coming through and hanging out, bro.
But like, I didn't have anything under my belt yet. I just felt like it would have been like, hey, welcome the noob to the neighborhood. You know? Yeah, Jared,
you
you're
know-
eating that up, aren't you? He's like, remember when Kat wouldn't go on camera?
But that's the thing. Like, at the time, I really didn't know how long you've been doing your thing. You know, I dropped in a few podcasts that sound like you had your shit together. It was nice and professional and clean. Shit, let's fucking get you on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason to be like, nah, I don't deserve that, because you do. You know what I'm saying?
No, I didn't feel like I had enough. I didn't have any kind of. I didn't have anything to say. Like, you could ask me anything, and have been like, well, you know, I haven't really found my way yet. Because I only started in January, y'all.
Yeah, but the thing is like, your channel is going to evolve over time, right?
Of course.
So when I first, let's take for example, Banksy, right? When I first interviewed him, he was hollow. You know what I'm saying? He's completely revamped his shit. Same with, same with. I want to call him Mythic, but it's Sitem now, right? So when I interviewed him, he was Mythic, right? So channels are going to change, people are going to evolve and shit, and that's cool because you want to be able to capture those points in history, right? So who knows, one day you might be the next Sway. I might be talking to the next Sway. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You might be one huge personality in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Doing major national radio shit. I don't know. But the thing I do know is I can capture that moment in time, and those people who fuck with you 5 years from now will be like, let me go see her first interview. And it's, you know, shit, it's going to be on my channel. It's going to be preserved. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I like to run that shit, because like you were talking earlier, seeing the evolution of an artist, right? Just like any other artist, a channel like yours, a channel like mine, there's going to be an evolution to all that shit. So um, if you're able to capture those moments in time, if they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, what's a 7-hour video, you know, worth, right? So, uh,
No, I get that. And that's the thing. See, honestly, one thing I say all the time, I tell people, I describe it as an artist's career is like a movie, and you pause at the beginning, the middle, the end. It's you can take a snapshot of the movie at any point in time, and without context, right? Just understand that this is a flash of that moment in that person's life. So if they're rapping about things in their teens, like same with Eminem, right? Rapping about things in their teens versus rapping about something when they're 30, 40 years old. And what's popular, what's around, the fact it was pagers, then it's cell phones now. It could be, flying saucers tomorrow. It's a snapshot of that moment in time. It's a freeze frame.
exactly.
So without the context of what happened before and what happened after, you just have to take those moments in time and those snapshots of someone's life, and this is artist, real life, doesn't matter, and understand that that is that moment, and take it as it is, and be like, well, you wore some, look at your MC Hammer pants looking ass.
Oh
Okay.
man, y'all missed it. Like when I was a kid, we didn't have these cool ass camera phones. You would have seen my hammer pants. I had hammer pants. I had the patent leather shoes, all rayon. I used to go. I used to thought I was fucking MC Hammer, man. You would have never known that by this beard. I love to dance. I love to dance. I
Oh,
still fucking
really?
dance. Yes. And choreographed dance is my favorite. It's my absolute favorite.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we had dance crews, man. We'd go battle at the motherfucking little sock hop and shit. Like we thought we were the baddest motherfuckers on earth.
Well, you were.
Well, at the time, yes, absolutely. We were definitely there. Hey, that's what's up. Sherry got that patent leather shoes too. That's what's up. Hey, that was the coolest shit though, man. Like if you showed up to the sock hop in some motherfucking hammer pants, you know you wasn't roller skating that night. You know, we getting some dancing in. Damn it.
That's awesome. And see, that's the thing, is I completely understand what you're saying, because what you're saying is that you want the opportunity to be the first, right? Don't we all?
Well,
Somebody that we appreciate, something that we like with you, for
yes.
example. I absolutely want you on because I want an opportunity to have that conversation with you, and I want it to be on my channel because but it's also because I want to talk to you and because I love you to pieces. But aside from that,
No,
it has
you
everything to
gas.
do with getting you on my channel and saying, look, I talked to him. I tried to drag stuff out of him. I had a conversation. And it's frozen in history unless they delete my channel. So,
But
I
you
can.
got that good content, so they're never going to take your channel down. You know that's fact. You know what I'm
Well, I
saying?
might piss the wrong person off.
Well, I mean, like you said, you got your opinions, right? So as long as um, mom said I had those hair pants too back in the 70s. Hey, no, she had them shits probably like in the 60s when the motherfuckers hippie shit was going down. You make my dad wear them? That's crazy. See, now I'm learning shit.
Mission accomplished.
Facts.
By the way, I love it. And you can't see it,
Hey.
but right in the middle of these two hearts, it's the emoji.
Oh, it is?
You
Let me
can't.
go back here. Oh, no. Yeah, you can't really see. You can kind of. They're crying. Yeah. Oh, nice. Where'd you
See?
pick that up at?
Amazon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you should see what it does. It's the coolest thing ever.
Oh, shit. She got the RBG up in that motherfucker. Let's go.
Okay. I don't
Hit
know
us
what
with the
color
disco
this
lights.
is, but
And see, this is the evolution of a channel right here. You know what I'm saying?
there's orange, red, yellow. You can't really see the yellow. White. Looks blue, but it's not. That's blue. Looks purple. That's purple. And it looks prettier to me than it does to you guys. And then, you ready?
See, now that's the one you want right there because that keeps a moving picture, just like your
It's driving me. It would drive me
background.
crazy because it doesn't quite. The colors don't look the best.
Mhm.
So then, all these different. I just got this today, y'all.
New and improved set for today, man. That's what's up.
And then there's something. Okay, watch this.
Well, see, now that might give somebody some spasms. Better watch out. What's that? Seizure warnings.
And then I stuck it on that. So get this. All right, I'm showing.
Cat got all the new gadgets. That's what's up.
All right, I'm trying. I have
See?
never done this before.
You just turn your shit
Ooh.
into a straight up party.
It's different colors. They like blink through. Oh,
hell
that's cute.
yeah. See, it's like a disco in your room now. See, you always have a party here.
See, it reflects. I'm having fun with this. Like all these, I mean, obviously, like the colors that it has. Look at that. See that? You can't even tell it's a K. It just looks like a blob. It looks like a constellation. Right?
Yeah, that blue is powerful. But that's just messing with your like color settings. You should have like a color palette you can fuck with if you're using like you're using Streamlabs. So are you using OBS Streamlabs?
I don't know. I'm using Streamlabs.
I think it might be OBS.
Yeah, I think it's OBS Streamlabs.
There'll be if you go into your filters, you can set a color your color filters, and you can start messing with all the brightness and the gamma and all that shit, and really get that in crisp and clear. But like I was saying last night, it's tedious as fuck.
Yeah, it's like so.
Yeah.
Ooh, baked spaghetti. Oh, those are in the tomato sauce. That's awesome. This is not mixed flag. I went and got this the other day. On Thursday, I went and picked this up, and I'll show you. The
Look at
American
that.
flag.
Shout out to the American flag. That's what's up. I like that motherfucker.
No, it's really cool. It's a distressed flag. It's like looks like dirty and stuff. Like if I turn this up, which is gonna make me look like crazy, but there you can see it better. See?
Yeah, that's pretty dope. I like that.
Okay. And I just wanted it means a lot to me, so I wanted to have it on here. I felt like it made sense to me, and there it is.
And there it is. Voila.
That's how that works. It makes sense to me. I didn't put everything on the wall that I wanted to. Like I have a bless your heart. Bless your little pickle loving heart.
It's just a kind way to say go fuck yourself.
Right. I also have one that says ask me anything. I'm equally clueless on most topics. So I have that one. I just don't have the. I have to redo where my like square here. You know, I don't have much at this point, but I've got my little space now, so I'm all excited about it.
Hell yeah, we're excited about it too because it's like we were saying, the evolution of a channel. So we get to see another snapshot in time of how you ran your channel.
By the way, y'all, if you haven't figured it out, he's actually the Wizard of Oz, but he's behind the curtain. See?
Don't make me go out from behind the curtain over here. There ain't nothing back there anyway. It's just I live in a trailer.
It looks like you're lifting up the skirt of something, peeking under. Like, what's behind door number 2?
Yo,
My
B Man, what is
couch.
good, bro? Good to see you, man. Big salute.
What's up, B Man? I haven't seen you around in a minute. But no, it's just fun because I'm glad you're back. I missed you when you were gone.
Oh, thank you very much.
A lot. I was like, you know, where'd he go? You know, made me sad. Now my camera's all jacked up. Hold on.
Yeah, I had to run out and get some bill money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah, I know.
unfortunate that Bill's like, nah, we ain't gonna wait on shit. You need to pay, motherfucker.
Fuck ass bills.
But it's okay because I
are-
look at bills like this, right? Like, you know, I'm a positive person, right? So I used to get all mad at bills, like, fuck, I gotta pay these bills, blah, blah, blah. I want to buy some other shit. I want to fucking, you know, whatever, you know. And I would end up fucking bills off and then going into debt, right?
Yep.
But the way I look at bills now is if I've got bills, I'm happy as fuck because that means I got some shit, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So if I don't have my truck, I don't have a bill, but I also don't have my truck. You know what I'm saying? If I don't have my trailer, if I don't have that bill, that means I'm probably living outside. You know what I'm saying? So I am grateful that the things that I have, you know, work hard. You know what I'm saying? You can get whatever out of life you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a big drug addict up until about 22, 23 years old in my life, right? And I kind of started late in my career path. So everything, I was probably around 30 years old before I got my real first career job. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, some people start at 18. Like my daughter, she hit the ground running. The day before she turned 18, she's like, I'm moving out the house. I'm moving down to LA, got herself a job, and she hasn't been home since. Unless it's to visit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
She doesn't hit me up for money. Like, it's crazy how successful she is in life. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
awesome.
It's
good for
fucking
her.
amazing. She's looking for her first house. Her
What's
and her
up, Joe?
girlfriend are like, you know, been living together for like 3 years now. You know what I'm saying? These are great things. You know, me on the other hand, I started really late in life. I didn't really get started until I was like 30, you know, 27 to 30 or something like that. So the little shit that I do have, I fucking hold on to that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can make this last a long time. You know, I don't need another pair of shoes right now. I can use these ones that still have good sole on it. The shoelace may be busted, but fuck it, I'll tie it off and I'll just wear them. You know, I don't give a fuck. You know,
No,
until
I get that.
those are
I
sticking
actually,
out.
my biggest thing is like like I said, everybody on this channel knows my story. As while I was married, I was a drug addict until October in 2016 when he got arrested for attempted murder. He went on a binge and then tried to kill me. So, fun times. I quit that day and never looked back. Just, yep, done with that. Which is not, you know, easy to do. Most people can't. I'm thankful that I could. So, I had a career. I always had to work and everything. And so, when I moved to Texas, and people in my server can tell you, I hoard like food and stuff. And when I finally got free of him spending all my money, I was getting my kids, like we came with nothing, what we fit in our car. So I was spending, like trying to appease them, make them happy, you know, and kind of make up for the fact that he was out of our lives and all this stuff. And like, you know, just spending money here, there, and everywhere and getting them junk they didn't need. And just ridiculous. We had all this stuff for no reason. Yeah. So when I moved here, I just moved in with my mom recently. my kids have a nice, they go to a nice school. They have like they're in a nice house. It's a really good situation for them. And now what I'm doing is I'm not spending all that kind of money. They don't need extra stuff. I'm learning, because I didn't learn this when I was young. I took off when I was 13. I didn't learn this when I was young. I'm learning all that now. So yesterday I took my teenager to go to the salon, and then we went to Ulta, and I got her stuff to get her started, like on makeup and stuff. And then I bought myself, I was like, I'm getting my Alien Goddess perfume. I'm not getting the huge bottle. I'm getting a tester that I can use. See, I would not appreciate it. And so,
hey, enjoy that motherfucking spaghetti, bro. Much love to you, bro. We'll see you soon, brother.
Now I'm learning quality over quantity. I'm going and buying shoes from, that are built better, that aren't going to fall apart in 2 months.
Yeah.
I'm learning all those things that I should have known. I should have paid attention to when I was young, and I skipped that whole thing. Yeah. And that was my fault. It's my bad, Yes, Alien Goddess. Alien is my absolute favorite perfume in the world. I've worn it for years and years, and I just ran out like 2 months ago. And then I went in there and I got this thing it's called Alien Goddess. It's Alien, but it's like an offshoot of it, because they're never in stock with Alien. So I got that, and it smells amazing. Like, it sits on your skin for 10 minutes, and all of a sudden I'm like, I smell lovely,
And see, that's another thing. Like, I don't know a lot of people with a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to people like myself to buy small things that make you happy, right? So it might not be much to someone else, right? But if it makes you happy, then that's what's important. And if you could splurge every once in a while on yourself, I think that's completely acceptable. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not the one to go out and splurge and shit like that. But I will buy a nice pair of shoes because they'll last longer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Versus like some Pro Wings. I could get a pair of shoes for $20 to last 6 months, or I'll pay like $70 or $80 for a pair of shoes in the last 5 years. So, but rest of my shit pretty much just comes from Walmart. And I just try and take care of it the best I can.
No, I get that. Trust me. It's just, for example, I've upgraded to Skechers. Those are my favorite shoes in the whole world. I have like wide feet, so whatever. They just fit better. They work and they're cute, and they're not that expensive if you catch the deals, go on the clearance rack. There's all kinds of ways to do it. I actually went and bought my daughter a pair of Adidas shoes and a pair of Puma slides. I spent $55, which is unheard of. They were on clearance.
That's perfect.
And then I had like a $10 off coupon. Like, right?
Even better.
I mean, yeah, they're name brand, but there's a reason that they're name brand. Half of it's the name, half of it's they have to make a quality product, or else their name wouldn't mean shit. Right? So it's just one of those things, as far as I'm concerned. So I understand what you're saying. Absolutely. Like, I was hoarding junk, useless junk, and it made me happy. I'm like, yay, I can get something. It's my time. I can do my thing. And that's nice, until you overdo it and you're buried in junk. Nothing that it's like, when I moved, I was like 2 truckloads of trash. Just go. I threw everything away except for what's in our individual bedrooms. A 3-bedroom house, threw everything away.
And you didn't even miss it. That's the thing, I bet, right?
Nope, I don't even miss it. I actually, at one point, I got sick and tired of going back over there to look at stuff. Everything was, I don't want to do garage sales, throw it in the trash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so what happened was, my mom kept going back over there, and she said, oh, we could sell this, we could donate this. I'm like, I don't care. Throw it away. And she's like, is there anything else? I said, if there is, I don't care. I don't care. I obviously haven't looked at it. I don't remember it, so I don't care.
Right.
And nothing I bought was that expensive, so it's not like I couldn't replace it cheap, because I bought everything cheap. Now
when I moved from my 1-bedroom apartment to this trailer, downsizing was a must. Like, it already got a TV installed, you know what I'm saying? It's got a stereo installed in it, so I'm like, I got this whole fucking surround sound theater. I'm just giving shit away. I'm like, who wants what? I got couches, because the couch is already installed in this thing, So I gotta just give all this shit away, and my neighbors were so fucking happy. They're like, "Fuck yeah, I want that."
We'll see. I don't know anybody here in Texas, really. So,
Hey, that's where my daughter's at. She's where is she? Dallas Fort Worth area.
I'm in Houston,
Okay.
Southwest Houston area.
She was just in Houston for a Snow the Product concert. Yeah, my
Oh,
daughter
yeah.
listens to underground hip hop too. It runs in
Oh,
the
that's
family.
awesome.
Yes.
Oh, mine. I don't care what you do, Mom. I don't like that music, Mom. Why are you making me listen, Mom? I'm like, I'm sorry, not everyone is Kevin Gates, who I think is not quite as cool as he used to be. I don't know.
I never really listened to Gates, but the things I have heard were decent. Decent
Well,
enough.
the stuff that I heard 5-6 years ago, like thinking with my dick, I don't need my, at the time, 15, 14, 13-year-old listening to that.
Oh,
But
absolutely
I
not.
would bump that, and I'm not a guy. I still would bump that. Like, it was cool. But, I mean,
Facts,
honestly,
George, facts.
I can like some. I'm a song person. I like certain songs, and some things are okay. Some things are just a vibe, whatever. I certainly don't go to Juicy J for lyrical content. I mean, however, bands that make her dance, good song. I like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what I'm saying? Shot, shot, shot. And that song, it's not there for lyrical content.
Yeah.
Turn
I don't
down for
think-
what? I'm there
I
for
don't
the
think
music
Lil
video.
Jon had one. Maybe From the Windows to the Walls, was like
Because
his most.
that'd be facts, though. Because when I lay down, I have one going to the window and one going to the wall.
Hey, that's what's up. And
I'm just saying. He's talking
there
about
is a
boobs,
time and
y'all.
place for everything. You know what I'm saying? She said, "I'll just talk about my boobs, y'all.
No, I'm serious. Like, to the window, to the wall. I'm like,
Y'all, these things are getting out of control."
I'm serious. I'm like, where are you going? Like, what is happening here?
Right? No, I don't need anything from down the room. Get back here.
Actually, I have my sleep number bed, and I have it like,
Hell yeah.
I have it like flat. Okay, so this is supposed to be flat, and then up like this at the head, just a little bit, because I don't want to die when I lay down.
Well, that's fair.
Because as a female, I lay down, and if I'm like, stop. It's to
They'd
suffocate
just be
me.
all on your neck. It's like, stop it.
Like, I can't get on a school bus because I'm gonna black my eyes.
And that says she's not lying.
She's my best friend from
Hey.
since I was 16. We've been
Oh, hell yeah.
we've been best friends. No, I mean,
That's what
I'm
I'm
sure
talking
in the grand scheme of life, we've had other friends, but we always come back to each other, and
That's
I
what
love
I'm
her to
talking
pieces.
Hell yes.
Yeah, we're talking about boobs, y'all. We didn't.
I
go
have the
porn-
same problem, but it's my balls. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Don't talk about that stuff, because what's gonna happen? You're gonna fuck around and get that thing where the guy stands up when they're old and their balls are still sitting on the bed,
Hey,
and they
you
have
want
to
to hear
get
a
like a
funny
sling.
story? You want to hear a funny story?
Sure.
So my grandpa, he couldn't like get up out of a chair or sit down, very easily. So I would take his cane and I would give him the handle end to hold on to, and I'd pull him up out of the chair, and I'd lower him down in the chair like that, and also on the toilet, right? And he'd be like, "Hold on," and he'd have to grab his balls because they'd dunk in the water if he didn't. So
Yeah.
literally, it could happen.
I worked at a hospital. I know. Trust me.
Oh, you definitely know that.
And there's nothing worse than getting a guy up for physical therapy with the gait belt, and he stands up, and then they kind of slide off the bed and go,
Oh man!
because he's like, "Ooh." I'm like, oh god, where's your sling, bro?
Imagine
Stop.
the pain. Oh my goodness! My ball slipped off the bed in the middle of the night, and I pinched them off of my leg. Oh my god, dude! Could you imagine? It'd be hard.
Well, I have a fun story,
Roll over on your balls.
which I thought was, it's evil, and I love it. So, Annette knows who I'm talking about. My ex-husband, he got the Nissen fundoplication. So it's the acid reflux surgery, right? So, they go in there, they do their thing. What they do is they blow a lot of air into your stomach so that they
Okay.
can maneuver around in there. And then they try to get it all out and stuff. But you have excess extra air once they close you back up or whatever. And so, of course, he doesn't feel good and stuff. He just had surgery, whatever. You know, he's a big pussy anyway. But all of a sudden, he's like, I think I'm numb, but he's like, but I'm just sitting on my ball. I'm like, why? Like, on purpose? He's like, it's huge. I'm like, oh, well, you know, you're probably just like numb or something. He's like, no, it's like this big. I'm like,
Oh no.
okay. He's panics. He panics. So I call the nurse, and I'm like, one of his balls is like that big.
Mm.
Okay? Like that big.
That's crazy.
And she says, oh, she goes, well, yeah, I know, Annette. She goes, oh, well, that's the excess air. Sometimes it'll come out like people like, excuse me. Or you'll feel it in your back, like air bubbles, like, oh, you know, uncomfortable until they kind of get absorbed by your body and go away. I said, well, he's panicking. And I'm like, okay. He's like, look at this. He's holding it. It's like, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So she says, it'll go down on its own. I said, what do I do? He's panicking. She goes, well, tell him to take a warm rag and just like gently squeeze.
Oh no.
She says it'll work the air like back somewhere else. And I was like, you're supposed to squeeze your balls.
Hey, squeeze your balls.
And I said, so it's like he's not dying. He thinks he's dying. She's like, no. And I'm like, okay. This motherfucker, if anybody, Annette, if anybody's on his Facebook, you can actually go back to probably 2013, somewhere in there. He posted a picture of his ball.
Oh no.
On Facebook. They never took it down because I don't think they knew what it was.
Like, what the fuck is that? No, it can't be. Yeah,
I was like, serves you right, you son of a bitch. I hope you sit on it again. He thought he sat on it wrong, and it like, then he was in this whole mindset because he was still like a little wonky. Plus, he's weird. He thought that they were touching him in surgery. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's like I woke up with a boner. Like, what?
If they were like, I don't know. This is the same person who got his wisdom teeth out and then told the 17-year-old that was going into the room while he was like in a little recovery in the semi-private like cubby. They got the good drugs. Hey, doc, can I get some of that shit to go?
Oh, shit.
And he's like, don't worry, they give you the good shit. Tell them give you extra. And I'm like, and he's like, so, well, fuck. I'm like, dude, we're in a semi-private room in a freaking orthodontic surgeon and you're like oozing. No, I don't. He's like, come here. Come here. I'm like, stop.
Stop it.
I love good karma, right? So driving home, he's staring out the windows going, with the gore and gauze and people are like, he's like, what the hell? So he gets home and he's like, because he's all hopped up on wisdom teeth meds, whatever. And he's taking pictures of himself, you know. Motherfucker got dry sockets in all four.
Oh man, I got dry socket once. That shit hurt. I did not. Oh boy, that shit hurt worse than the tooth pain did. Oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah. He had to have stuff packed into it. I'm like, you shouldn't have been a douchebag.
And you're right. I believe in karma. You know what I'm saying? Like,
see, those are the moments.
You do good to people, even if they don't do good to you, type shit. Like,
well, I only once did something on purpose, and it was the best because I didn't tell anyone about it, but he would tell people all the time. He pissed me off, and we'd play like World of Warcraft or whatever, right? He pissed me off. So he gets up, go to the bathroom, and go talk to somebody, do some stupid shit. And I was so mad. I had like an orange pop. He always sat on a pillow. I don't know why. I go over to his chair, onto his pillow. And I went, oh no. Oh no. And as I hear him start coming back, I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. So I flip the pillow over and I run back to my seat. Right? There's nothing wrong, nothing to see here. So he tells people the story and he says, you know, I was just sitting there and I'm like, oh, what is... He's like, the hell? He's like, I feel like I'm like wet. What is going on? He said he went to the bathroom trying to figure out what the hell was wet on his pants. He says his ass cheeks stuck together. I'm like, because he tried to wipe and the toilet paper stuck. the whole 9 yards. He tells everybody the story.
Oh man.
And I was like, ha ha ha, fucker. It had soaked, it absorbed, because he was sitting on it, absorbed up through the pillow and slowly without, because, you know, when you're just sitting there like playing a game, you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
And slowly, really slowly and subtly, soaked his ass so bad that it stuck his ass cheeks together.
See, now that's a whole shower. You have to jump in the shower. There's no wiping that shit off. I don't even know why he attempted that.
I was so proud of that. I thought he was going to kill me.
Ty, my God, what is good?
What's up, Ty?
I see you, brother. I seen you earlier, too. I know you were here earlier. He said, what's going on in here? We just talking. We just having a conversation about some crazy shit, life shit, you know. You know how
you ever pulled pranks on people? That's as far as I ever go. I don't like pranks. I actually
only
usually
drunken
don't work.
pranks.
Oh.
Like, I used to drink a lot before I turned 21, so we get pretty fucking outlandish as a kid, you know what I'm saying, being drunk. Like, drawing dicks on people's faces, you know. I did one really heinous time, put my butthole on one of my friend's fucking noses while he was passed out. Yeah, he was pretty upset about that, but, you know, it was funny.
Well,
I believe there was a picture taken at some point.
I guess okay. So like I get that it's funny. However, you had someone's face in your ass
Yes.
on purpose.
Yes. Willingly. Yes.
That's a whole nother conversation.
That's what moonshine do to you right there. I'm just telling you, like, moonshine is a powerful thing. Like, my friend's uncle is a truck driver for the nation. He travels all over the nation. So he said, hey, I'm in town. I got some moonshine. What do you guys want to do? And I
What
just
flavor?
happened to be over there. Huh?
Flavor.
There was no flavor.
Oh, peach.
This is straight out of like some fucking gin or like some they just made it in the backwoods shit, you know what I'm saying? It was like in a mason jar.
They couldn't even put a Jolly Rancher in it. Shit.
No, these motherfuckers drink until they go blind. They don't give a fuck, you know. Did you guys ever see that fucking American Dad where that fucking moonshiner was making that shit to make him go blind? He's like, I'm blind, I can't see shit. Like, that shit was hilarious.
I could picture it. I've never seen. I haven't watched that.
I don't even know where I was going with that conversation.
You were talking about him and how the moonshine, and you were talking about your asshole on somebody's nose on purpose.
Oh yeah, so that's what happened. That did end up happening. Yes.
Well, you know, I've seen the videos where someone like does that and they're all drunk and they do that and they go real close and then they like fart right in their mouth while they're sleeping with their mouth open and then they wake up like
Dude.
I'm like
Dude, yeah. He woke up the same way because, you know, it's a butt after all day and then all night drinking. So just imagine that. He did the same thing and he's like trying to wipe it off his nose and he has to go in there with the dish soap and shit. You know, it was pretty funny, especially when you're just extremely drunk. It's the most funny thing you've ever seen. Like
see, that
literally
kind of stuff's funny.
rolling on the floor.
Like if someone did that to me, I would like crawl in a hole somewhere. It would break me.
Pink eye.
Pink eye.
Exactly. You know, I never knew if he got pink eye or not. I imagine he probably would have let me know.
Did he like stop talking to you? I would.
No.
I would
I mean,
talk to
we
him, I'd
used
be
to
like-
fuck with each other pretty good. I never had anybody's butthole on my nose, but they drew
That
plenty
you
of
know
dick
of.
from that I know of. I never woke up smelling poos. That's
Maybe
a good
they had a
thing.
clean one.
Ooh, maybe clean old pooty. But I mean, yeah, that I know of. But they fuck with me too, you know what I'm saying? And it's all good. It's all in fun, you know what I'm saying? Nobody was like, I'm so mad, I want to fight you, you know. Like I was saying, my friends and I, when we grew up, we'd fuck with each other so much, like nothing really. We'd literally get it like Sunday morning. We'd be in my friend's fucking front yard and we'd have 2 pairs of boxing gloves and be like 20 of us just beating the shit out of each other 2 at a time, you know, just for fun.
Did you do like the backyard wrestling where you like jumped off the roof and shit?
Nah, we didn't do any of that shit. We punch each other in the face and the guts, you know, and the balls. It didn't fucking matter. There was no rules. You get your ass kicked, you get your ass kicked.
Yeah, that's
You
what's missing. nowadays.
Right.
And seriously, that's what's missing, because if people just like whooped each other's asses, that's the thing, is people don't understand that you fuck around and say something to someone's face, talking all that mess that you've been talking online, you're going to get knocked the fuck out. And
Right.
now anyone can say anything they want to online, and they don't have no consequences for it. And then if you are face to face, you can just claim to be whatever it is you want to claim to be, and all of a sudden you can't do shit about it. So I
Right.
just think that this lack of consequences is some bullshit. It needs to fucking change. But that's
Well,
me.
yeah, because like, have you ever met somebody like the first time you met them, you fight them, and then like you end up being friends with this person because you find a mutual respect? You know what I'm saying? Like
No, I have been in fights, but we didn't part friends.
I had a dude throw a lit firecracker at me, right at
Nice.
my fucking head, and I ducked, and it popped right where my head would have been. So it would have popped right in my face, if I didn't move. Right, I chased him down, whooped his ass, and later on that night, I was hanging out with him at his baseball game. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
Well, I mean, you fuck around, and you get your ass whooped.
straight up.
But people know, if I'm gonna throw a firecracker at this guy, he might whoop my ass, and I'm willing
Facts.
to accept that because I think it'll be funny.
Right.
Handed his ass to him, and you met on mutual ground later. Like, it's just that whole thing where it's like, the consequences of your actions, and if you're willing to take that risk and you fuck around and find out, okay, cool. I hate the fact that there's no such thing anymore, that people get away with anything they want to say. What I think we need this in like, not a celebrity death match, but like a, hey, you in the comments, I'm gonna fly out to your house. Say that shit to my face.
We're gonna put on pay-per-view, and we're gonna get this shit done right. You know what I'm saying?
Say something. Oh, wait, you won't? Surprise, surprise. I don't know. I just think it'd be funny. Like, you talk about scared straight. Have people
There-
show up.
The
Have
way
Tom McDonald go show up at somebody's house with the black contacts in. That head thing he does. See what happens then.
smiling at you with
that
with
little-
his teeth.
I mean,
miss
especially
that
now
stuff.
that he's like, before he was skinnier, maybe somebody thought they could take him. But now, his pure bulk could probably throttle somebody. I'm just saying, I wouldn't just go up to their, I mean, you wouldn't do it, but go to their house and be like, say that to my face.
Yeah, and you look at a lot of the youth, you know what I'm saying? They've been so protected and coddled that a lot of them never been punched in the mouth before. You know what I'm saying? And once you get punched in the mouth, you understand, okay, cool. I know where my limits are. You know what I'm saying? I know what I could take as far as a punch. You know what I'm saying? And I know if I need to press it, I can. If I need to back off, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? And you learn a lot about social situations in those instances, right? How to carry yourself through life.
Absolutely.
So, I would never change anything about my life, because it got me to where where I am today, which is not
Ding, ding. Do y'all hear
anywhere.
that? There's that conversation again. We keep having it. I have it almost every single time.
Straight up.
Are you a sum
And-
of your experiences, or were you always meant to be here? And so everything was going to happen, and it was all inevitable.
Well, I mean, I had,
I'm just curious.
like, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a radio DJ real bad, right?
There you go.
My grandma actually got me a spot on a country western radio station out here in Sacramento for like an intern, right? Internship. I blew that shit off. You know what I'm saying? Right? I mean, but now I'm doing basically the same thing I wanted to do as a child, you know what I'm saying? But just on the internet on my own terms.
Right.
So yes, even though you may not, or you have fucked up previous engagements and things you want to do, your life will lead you to where you want to be. It's inevitable. I mean, I might not be doing this full time as a career, you know what I'm saying? Making, any type of money to where I could live on, from doing this, but I'm still doing basically what I wanted to do without a boss, you know what I'm saying, on my own terms. So I'm happy.
No, I get it. I feel that 100%. Hands down, I feel that, man. Because I never expected to be doing this either. However, looking back on my own personal skills that I know I have, that, the skills that went unappreciated, like in jobs and stuff, that kind of thing. I got along with every department, always got along with all these people. The only person that hated me was my husband. So, everybody else, like, we were all friends. I got along with everybody I did in school. I got along with all the different, cliques. I got along with all of them. I was like the little person floating between the popular kids, the, Marilyn Manson people, the skaters, the, the old No Limit, make them say, oh, all them.
Yeah.
The jocks, I was on all these teams. I was on all this stuff. I've always done that. Multitasking, going back and forth and creating those bridges between all of these different people.
Yeah.
And so when I look back at that, which is a consistent thing I would do at work also, I'm doing it now. So,
right.
It's just, I think that if you let things happen, now I'm not saying not do something in yourself. I'm saying, but you'll find that you tend to be where you're kind of meant to be. If you have no drive, you could be sitting on the couch hating your life. Well, get off your ass. Maybe someday, maybe you get off your ass and you just go to the gas station, you see a job, now hiring, and then you go to the gas station and then you become a vendor, and then, you could do a lot of stuff. Yeah. And then suddenly you own your own business. You just never know. So it's like, never look a blessing as anything more than a blessing, and never look at an opportunity. Even if you turn it down, never disrespect it.
Yeah.
Appreciate every opportunity that you get, because you just never know where you can land. I mean, look
It's
at
absolute.
you. Look at me.
It's absolute. And at the time, you might not respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Which is fine.
But you're going to look back at it and you're going to be like, yo, I understand that was an important time of my life. You know what I'm saying? That was a decision-making moment, right? And they say, like, there's a lot of different dimensions, right? And in one of my dimensions, I took that opportunity and I fucking became a radio DJ, And another one, in this one, I did not take that opportunity and I became, a YouTuber,
Well, can I like swap with the one who took that opportunity but hates being a DJ with the one who didn't take the opportunity, right? And like, that'd be kind of cool.
Well, I think it has happened. I mean, we experienced some. I don't know how much you follow the Mandela effect, but it's just some weird shit out there in the universe that looks like somebody been fucking around. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. I really do get it. We've hit about 2 hours at this point, and I wanted to tell you. I know, right?
Wow, that went fast.
I knew
it would too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we could go on and on and on. We can also jump on next time as well. So,
absolutely.
I have to go feed my kid for dinner. Go check on her and do all of that stuff and have a cigarette before my mind explodes. Mm-hmm. But from the bottom of my heart, sincerely, thank you for coming on. Thank you for letting me blow you off in June. Thank you for understanding the reason why I've never canceled on anybody before that, ever. And I haven't since. So, go figure.
Hey, no, it's all love, for real.
And thank you for rescheduling with me and coming on here and just being the genuine awesome person, for showing up, for always being available and always offering to help me with stuff if I need it. Like, it means a lot, and you're a really good person.
I appreciate the kind words. That really means a lot to me, Kat, and thank you for having me on. I mean, it's my pleasure to be on your podcast. You're a great person. Every time I've spoken with you, whether it be in the DMs or, in chat, you've always, had a warm heart. So I appreciate that. And your crew over here has always been welcoming, when I come into your chat. So shout out to them as well. Thank you for everybody coming through and hanging out tonight. It really has been cool. And we're going to have to get you over on my channel too. So don't think I'm not going to try.
I'll do it.
Okay, cool. Done. We'll set that shit up. Watch. November sometime. Watch.
No, not a problem. No, absolutely. And everybody that's in chat that's still here, anybody that listens in the future, anybody that was here and left, even though you aren't here to hear this, we appreciate you guys being here. We appreciate you supporting us. You mean everything. You are the reason that we do this. The reason that we keep pushing on. You're the reason that we feel supported. What's the word? I lost that one. I don't know what the hell I was trying to say. You're the reason, right? Okay? Because we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. You guys always show up for us. And thank you for everybody that went and subscribed to him because he's awesome. Obviously, he's awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Even if you pop in and just say hello next time, do a flyby, drop a like, just check out what he's doing. He's always going to say hi to you every single time.
Yeah, you got to drop a comment too, because I have to give you your moderator status. See, up until 5,000 subs on my channel, and we're almost there. I think we're about 250 away or something like that. Everybody gets moderator status, right? So you're the first of the first. You're going to be the rock solid base for this channel, and part of a bigger growing community. So after 5,000, I'm not giving out no more moderator status, but you will be permanently part of the Wrench Gang and Love Forever. So 5 years from down the line, you'll be able to come in and you'll be one of the few that have that moderator status. So
see, that's fire.
Yeah,
go get your wrench, y'all. Appreciate you.
yes,
SAC, appreciate you. I will talk to you later. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for being here. I gotta go check on my kid because she's been way too fucking quiet, and you know how that goes. And
Yes,
get her some food in her little belly. I love you all. I will see you next time. Don't forget, competition's coming up. Next Saturday, we've got Anthony Mossberg. If you don't know who that is, stick it in IG and go check it out.
let's go.
Anyway, I love y'all. Thank you, SAC. We are out of here, guys.
Big salute.